This is Chris with Ales. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, World of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris with Ales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'm here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw May 22nd, 2023 reviews. So here we go tonight to discuss about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, we kick off the show with something that happened earlier today, actually, where we see Cody Rhodes entering the arena and stuff backstage, coming in there. And then all of a sudden he gets attacked by Brock Lesnar. So yeah, Brock Lesnar goes in over there, puts him through a table, slams him into ladders and stuff, into a bunch of cargo and stuff like that, and then throws him into the garage door and stuff. So yeah, Brock Lesnar was just beating the hell out of Cody Rhodes, and he stands Cody Rhodes up and stuff, got his hand over there across the garage door and slams pretty much this propane tank or whatever up against Cody Rhodes' arm, just injuring it. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yep, then we get to the next segment, which is like the first segment of the night, where we see Paul Heyman. He comes out to the middle of the ring and he starts talking about how he don't got nothing to do about what just happened with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So he don't got nothing to do with that. And then he starts talking about how this Saturday at Night of Champions, the Bloodline will be taking back the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships by defeating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Night of Champions. So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman was talking about and all that stuff, that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will lose the tag team titles. But then all of a sudden, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, comes walking out. And while they're walking out, they show the replay of what happened this past Friday night on SmackDown, with the Usos attacking them from behind, and then the Usos losing their match against the LWO and stuff on SmackDown and all that stuff. So they were showing that, but then when they go back to where they're at and stuff, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is in the ring, but Paul Heyman's nowhere to be found. Sami Zayn goes like, wow, he ran away pretty quick. We don't even know where he went. So yeah, Paul Heyman just like straight up disappeared. He pulled a John Cena right there. But yeah, that's what happened to Paul Heyman. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was talking or whatever. They was talking about how they'll be the ones to defeat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa this Saturday at Night of Champions. And Kevin Owens was talking about how Roman dedicated their match a few weeks ago to the Wild Samoans, Alpha Sika. He says that he's going to dedicate their tag team match to one of the greatest tag teams in the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. So yeah, that's what Kevin Owens was talking about. And then they was, talking about how they got a tag team match tonight against Imperium. But then all of a sudden, that's what happens. The Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci, Imperium interrupts them. They come walking out there. They're about to attack Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They're surrounding the ring and stuff, standing on the ring apron. And then we see Matt Riddle coming in, diving in to the ring underneath the bottom rope, and he's ready to stand side by side with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to fight off Imperium. But the Imperium's like, nah, screw this, we ain't gonna get involved. They get off the ring apron, starts walking up the ramp and stuff, and they notice that they got the backs turned. Kevin Owens and Matt Riddle and all of them was just talking and stuff in the middle of the ring. So Imperium tries to run in there trying to attack them, but they start getting beat down by those three. And then we see Matt Riddle hitting the jumping knee to the face, final flash onto Gunther, and then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn clotheslines Gunther over the top rope and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there, and they got done brawling. But yeah, that was a pretty good segment though to kick off Monday Night Raw. Later on tonight, we're going to be seeing Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle versus Imperium in a 6-man tag team match. Not only that, we got a contract signing between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus later on tonight, and they got Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura 1-on-1 in the match. So yeah, that match will be a good one right there. But it looks like up next it'll be Ricochet versus Bronson Reed 1-on-1 up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that'll be the first match of the night. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. But before we talk about that match, we got to talk about what happened backstage. So yeah, we see Byron Saxton waiting pretty much by the doctor's office where Cody Rhodes is at. And he was talking about how He is trying to get an update on Cody Rhodes' arm and stuff like that. But then also Adam Pearce comes walking out. So Byron Saxton starts asking Adam Pearce about Cody Rhodes' arm. And he says that there is rumors that his arm is broken or whatever. Adam Pearce is like, I don't know what to say right now. Like, I really don't know. So, yeah. That's what Adam Pearce said. But, yep, he walks away, and that's what happened there. And then we get to the first match of the night. It was a one-on-one match. It was Bronson Reed versus Ricochet one-on-one. Ricochet comes out there. Bronson Reed's coming out there. And while he was walking out there, we see him pop up on the mini screen pretty much from earlier today backstage. And he was talking about how tonight Ricochet made a bad mistake from getting him eliminated from the Battle Royale, because if it wasn't for Ricochet, he could have been the one to face Gunther at Night of Champions for the Intercontinental Championship. And he says that tonight he's going to make Ricochet pay, and whoever else decides to get in his way, he'll make them pay as well. So yeah, that's what Bronson Reed said. But yeah, we get to the match, and this match was pretty good. Bronson Reed was dominating the first half of this match, doing shoulder blocks and stuff off the ring apron on Ricochet, just tossing him around and stuff. Ricochet starts coming back at the second half of the match, pretty much knocking down Bronson Reed. Reed wouldn't go down at first, like he was on one knee and stuff, trying to fight back and all that stuff. But Ricochet finally got him down on the mat. He hit the standing shooting star press pretty much onto Bronson Reed. He pins him, but Reed kicks out at one and stuff. So yeah, Reed is just showing how dominant he is and stuff like that. At one point, we get to the ending of the match where Ricochet's trying to jump off the top rope from the ring apron and stuff back into the ring on the Bronson Reed, but Reed hits the ropes, and Ricochet gets caught up on the ropes and gets slung back into the ring. Bronson Reed picks him up and hits a power slam onto him, drags him in the middle of the ring, he climbs up the top turnbuckle, and he jumps off with the tsunami onto Ricochet and then pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Bronson Reed defeated Ricochet tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. Pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars, so I'll give it a pretty good one. But yep, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Kathy Kelly backstage. She is interviewing Apollo Crews, talking about welcome back Apollo Crews to Monday Night Raw and stuff, and he was talking about how he's very excited to be back on Raw, but then he gets interrupted by the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day. And Apollo did not like they got interrupted. He says, what are y'all doing, whatever, and Dominic was like, no, this is mommy's interview, not yours. So yeah, that's what he was saying and stuff. And Rhea Ripley starts talking about how she'll be facing Natalya at Night of Champions and how she'll defeat her and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Rhea Ripley was talking about. But then Apollo Crews interrupts her. Dominic gets pissed off and he starts talking some junk to Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews is like, how about me and you go in the match tonight and stuff. And Rhea Ripley was like, yeah, Dominic will beat you in the match. And Dominic was like, yeah, I will. And yep, that's what happened there. So yeah, later on tonight, Apollo Crews versus Dominic Mysterio one-on-one later on tonight. So yeah, that match will be happening tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now before we talk about the next match between Zoe Stark and Candice LeRae, we gotta talk about a few things. We gotta talk about like how Corey Graves is interviewing Seth Rollins like earlier this week and stuff, like a continuation from last week, and we'll still keep on continuing later on tonight. He was talking about Seth Rollins, just talking about Roman Reigns and stuff, how he don't actually hate him, how he actually love him like a brother and stuff like that. It's just what he's doing now, he just don't like. And with him holding up the championship and all that stuff, he says that he got to win the world title and all that stuff at Night of Champions. And he's talking about like how he got to beat AJ Styles at Night of Champions, how they got history with each other and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins was talking about, and there'll be like more of a continuation for that later on tonight. But yeah, then after that, we see the segment from last week's Raw or whatever. After Raw went off the air or something like that, with Shinsuke Nakamura going at it with Damian Priest, like they're talking or whatever, and Shinsuke was talking about how Bad Bunny beat Damian Priest, and Finn Balor got from Priest talking about, no, I'll take care of this. I'll face you next week on Raw next week, Shinsuke. So yeah, and that's how the match got started. But yeah, Byron Saxton goes up and interviews Finn Balor and Damian Priest backstage right now, and yeah, Finn Balor was talking about how Damian Priest got some other stuff to deal with, and he'll beat Shinsuke Nakamura tonight on Raw. So yeah, that's what he was talking about on the Judgment Day when Reign Supreme and all that stuff. But yeah, then we get to the next match. It was Zoe Stark versus Candice LeRae with Nikki Cross at ringside. This match was okay and stuff. Candice LeRae knocks Zoe Stark outside of the ring and stuff. She jumps off the second rope with a crossbody onto Zoe Stark, and then Nikki Cross was trying to celebrate with Candice LeRae and stuff, and got her distracted. And then we see Zoe Stark knocking Candice LeRae into the steel steps and knock down Nikki Cross at the same exact time. She grabs Candice LeRae, throws her back into the ring, hits her finishing move onto Candice LeRae, but it was kind of like botched. It didn't come close to connecting, and she pinned her for the 3 count. So yeah, Zoe Stark defeated Candice LeRae tonight in a 1-on-1 match. For that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay match, but yeah, that's why we're there. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we go to the next segment where we see Byron Saxton. He's interviewing Mustafa Ali because obviously Mustafa Ali would be in the match this Saturday at Night of Champions against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And Mustafa Ali's more serious than what he is. He's not doing the whole positivity thing right now. And he says that it's unreal that he's actually going to be getting a title shot, and you know that he gets to possibly win and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what he was saying. But then he gets interrupted because Brock Lesnar don't walk through, and he looks at him and he goes like, "Get a life, kid," and then walks out there to the ring. But yeah, Brock Lesnar comes out to the ring and he starts talking about what happened to Cody Rhodes, and that Cody Rhodes will not be making it to Night of Champions, just like how he's not going to make it here tonight on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that's what Brock Lesnar was talking about. And Brock Lesnar says that, well, he's free for Saturday now. He can compete against anybody. So he's delivering an open challenge. Whoever walks out there, he'll be facing them at Night of Champions. So yeah, he's waiting for whoever wants to walk out. And instead, it was Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes walking out with a sling on and everything. We got Adam Pearce and a bunch of referees trying to stop Cody Rhodes from going after Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes gets in the ring, and Brock Lesnar goes for the attack. Cody Rhodes trying to fight back and everything, but Brock Lesnar is just beating him down and everything. Locks on the Kimura lock, locking in on stuff on Cody Rhodes. Adam Pearce and the referees trying to stop him, and so yeah, everybody was trying to stop Brock Lesnar from doing that, and then Lesnar starts stepping on Cody Rhodes' arm and it just stomps on it. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment. Brock Lesnar just beating up Cody Rhodes again for the second night. For the second time for tonight. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, still to come later on tonight on Raw, we will see Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor 1-on-1. Not only that, we'll see Imperium versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle in a 6-man tag team match. And Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus will be having a contract signing later on tonight as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a tag team match. It was Chad Gable and Otis with Maxine Dupree, Alpha Academy, versus Ivar and Eric with Valhalla at ringside, the Viking Raiders, in a tag team match. And this match, it was an okay match. We see Otis doing the worm and stuff onto Ivar, and then we see Chad Gable tagged in. He was trying to hit like a German suplex onto Ivar, but Eric grabs his foot and pulls it down and tags himself. So yeah, Eric's the legal man in this match, and same for Chad Gable. They beat up Chad Gable like we see Eric hit the knee to the face on the Gable, and then we see Maxine Dupree walking up to Valhalla, and then Valhalla starts chasing after Maxine Dupree, scaring her off and stuff. And then while that's happening, Ivar's on the second turnbuckle waiting for Eric to put Chad Gable on his shoulders for the powerbomb or whatever, but Gable kicks him in the face, knocking Ivar over the top rope and stuff outside of the floor. And then we see Gable grabbing Eric from behind, rolling him up with a bridge, getting the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Alpha Academy defeated the Viking Raiders tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened. For that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay tag team match. But yeah, that's what happened there. But yep, pretty good stuff. And then after that, we see Byron Saxton waiting at Cody Rhodes' locker room, and then we see Adam Pearce running in there, and then Cody Rhodes chases Adam Pearce and Byron Saxton off. So yeah, they ain't getting no update then. But yep, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, up next it will be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor one-on-one up next on Raw. So yeah, that match will be up next, and still to come later on tonight, we'll see Becky Lynch having the contract signing with Trish Stratus, and then the six-man tag team match with Imperium versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle later on tonight in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Finn Balor with Damian Priest at ringside, the Judgment Day, versus Shinsuke Nakamura one-on-one in the match. Now, this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth between Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor. We get to the ending of this match where we see Finn Balor setting up for that shotgun drop kick onto Shinsuke Nakamura in the corner. He comes running, but Shinsuke Nakamura jumps up and kicks him right in the face like a drop kick or whatever, laying him out. Shinsuke goes to the corner, setting up for the Kinshasa onto Finn Balor. He runs to him and hit the Kinshasa, but Finn Balor jumped up in the air, hitting a double foot stomp onto him onto his chest. He drags him to the corner, climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the coup de grace, but Shinsuke moves out the way, so Balor lands on his feet pretty much. And then Shinsuke comes up. Well, actually, Balor lands on his feet, but he kind of like he's on his knees and stuff. And then Shinsuke comes up, hitting a knee to the back of the head onto Finn Balor. He goes back over there to the corner, setting up for the Kinshasa once again, up until Damian Priest grabs Finn Balor, dragging him out the ring, saying, "Are you okay?" and everything. Shinsuke then gets out onto the ring apron, jumps off the ring apron with a flying knee to the face onto Damian Priest. He's beating up Damian Priest over there by the barricade, and he clotheslines Damian Priest over the barricade. Then we see Finn Balor coming up, hitting a drop kick to the back of the head onto Shinsuke Nakamura. Finn Balor grabs Nakamura, throws him back into the ring before they got counted out. Finn Balor climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the coup de grace onto Shinsuke Nakamura, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Finn Balor defeated Shinsuke Nakamura tonight in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. I give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor. Or I'll give it 3.5 stars. It was a good one. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good one. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, actually, before that match even happened, we see Jinder Mahal, Veer Mahan, and Sangha in this year backstage, and Jinder Mahal was talking and all that stuff. Talking about how Indus year is here to dominate Raw and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there as well. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville one-on-one in a match up next on Raw. Still to come later on tonight, we got that contract signing with Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, and then that six-man tag team match in the main event. So yeah, those things will be happening tonight, and Dominic Mysterio versus Apollo Crews still to come. So yeah, many more stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville with Chelsea Green at ringside. So yeah, we get to the match. This match was okay. Sonya Deville was doing pretty good against Raquel, just beating her down and stuff at the ending of the match, laying her out. But then we see Raquel hitting a big boot onto Sonya Deville in the corner and stuff. She climbs up the second turnbuckle and jumps off for that corkscrew, elbow drop or whatever onto Sonya Deville, picks her up and then hits her with the finish move to Tohada Bomb, getting the 3 count. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez defeated Sonya Deville tonight in a one-on-one match, and then after the match ended, Raquel gets attacked from behind by Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green coming up, hitting her with a big boot, beating her down and stuff. Sonya Deville, we see Chelsea Green lift up Raquel onto her knees and stuff, and then Sonya Deville hits a running knee to the face onto Raquel. And then we see Shotzi coming out, making her return, running out there, taking out Chelsea Green. And then Sonya was trying to hit a clothesline onto Shotzi, but Shotzi ducks. Sonya turns around, she gets hit with the big boot by Raquel. Both of them got taken out the ring, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Shotzi tells Raquel to open up the ropes for her. Raquel climbs up the second rope and then pulls up the top rope and stuff, leaning a big opening. And then that's when Shotzi runs and jumps through the second rope with a suicide dive onto Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, taking them out. So yeah, it looks like Shotzi will be Raquel Rodriguez tag team partner for next week's Raw. But yep, that's what happened there for that match and what happened after the match and stuff. I'll give it 1.5 stars. Just I'll give it was alright stuff. But then after that, we see Adam Pearce talking to a referee. The referee's talking about how he can't talk to Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes kicked him out as well, out the locker room. And he's very angry because how hurt he is. So yeah, that's what he said. Adam Pearce was like, okay, I'll deal with that. And then the referee walks away, and then Trish Stratus comes up, and Trish Stratus was talking about the contract signing and stuff with Becky Lynch. She made arrangements of that happening, and that she wants Adam Pearce to have a no-touch policy or whatever. And Adam Pearce is like, I can't do that. So yeah, that's what happened there. But up next, it'll be Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch doing a contract signing up next on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we get to the next segment of the night. It was a contract signing. So yeah, we have Becky Lynch. She makes her way out there to the ring, and she signs a contract and everything for their match at Night of Champions between her and Trish Stratus. And Becky Lynch was saying that she can bring her ass out there. And Trish Stratus comes out, and Trish Stratus was talking about how that she's the best and all that, number one this, number one that, and all that stuff. Cutting a promo and stuff. It was pretty long or whatever, but yeah, that's what was going on there. And then Becky Lynch cut a pretty good promo. Like, Becky Lynch standing out right here. And yeah, she was talking about how Trish Stratus looks scared. Like, she's seen what Adam Pearce was talking, Trish Stratus was talking to Adam Pearce and stuff backstage. She says she's seen that, so she says that Trish Stratus is scared. Not only is she scared of her, she's scared of the time that's passing by her and all that stuff. That's what she was saying. And then she was talking about how she's going to be embarrassed at Night of Champions and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was talking about, how she's going to beat her ass and all that stuff. And then she says that what's going to be more embarrassing is her beating Trish Stratus at Night of Champions more than the getting her hands and knees barking like a dog. So yeah, making that reference of what happened years ago with Vince and her. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was saying. And then she says he calls her a bitch and says wolf wolf. So yeah, that was a pretty funny line that Becky Lynch said right there. And then Trish Stratus gets mad, and then she flips the table at Becky Lynch and quickly got out the ring. So yeah, but yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment there. Becky Lynch cut a really good promo. Go check it out if you have. Yeah, I can't do it justice. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, they showed a replay of what happened earlier tonight with Brock Lesnar attacking Cody Rhodes backstage and in the ring and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what they showed. And then we see Adam Pearce backstage on the phone and stuff. And he was talking to someone, probably Triple H or whoever, talking about how he tried to talk to Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes won't allow no one to talk to him and everything, keeping everybody away from him. And yeah, that's what Adam Pearce was talking about, and they was trying to talk about how they're going to deal with Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. So yeah, that's what Adam Pearce was on the phone about. But yeah, then after that, we see Dominic Mysterio coming out to the ring with Rhea Ripley. So yeah, up next it'll be Dominic Mysterio versus Apollo Crews, 1-on-1 up next on Raw. And still to come later on tonight in the main event, it will be a 6-man tag team match, Imperium versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle later on tonight in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, we'll get to the next one-on-one match, but before we talk about that, now we see Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi walking backstage. Byron Saxton stops him, and he's asking him about, like, why did Shotzi go out there and save Raquel? And Shotzi was talking about how she respects Raquel so much. And then Raquel says that she done found her tag team partner, and that next week on Raw, her and Shotzi will become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So yeah, that's what Raquel said, and they walked away. But then we get to the next match of the night. It was Dominic Mysterio with the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day, versus Apollo Crews 1-on-1. So yeah, Dominic Mysterio versus Apollo Crews, and this match was okay. We get to the ending of this match where we see Apollo Crews grabbing Dominic for like a backward suplex, and Dominic does a backflip landing on his feet. Behind Apollo Crews, he drop kicks Apollo Crews onto the second rope, trying to hit the 619 onto Apollo, but Apollo ducks and got out the ring. And then Apollo grabs Dominic, drags him out of the ring, and clotheslines him out there. And then Apollo was trying to go after Dominic, and Dominic was over there by the steel steps. Rhea Ripley gets in Apollo Crews' face, blocking him and stuff. And then Apollo Crews quickly moved around Rhea Ripley, and then Dominic grabs Apollo Crews by the tights and pulls him face first into the steel steps, and then Dominic gets back into the ring while the referee is dealing with Dominic inside the ring. Rhea Ripley grabs Apollo Crews, throws him face first into the ring post. The referee starts counting and stuff. Apollo Crews barely getting back in the ring by the count of 9, but as soon as he crawls right back into the ring, we see Dominic Mysterio jump off the top turnbuckle with the frog splash onto Apollo Crews' back halfway across the ring, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Dominic Mysterio defeats Apollo Crews tonight in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. Pretty good match, though. I give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good one between Dominic Mysterio and Apollo Crews. But yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff. And then after that, they started showing a nice video package of AJ Styles' career from, like, they showed an image from TNA and him and a little bit of WCW and New Japan Pro Wrestling and stuff. So yeah, showing him throughout his whole entire career, pretty much becoming WWE Champion 2017 and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what they were showing. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was the main event. But before we talk about the main event, they showed the Seth Rollins interview with Corey Graves and stuff from, continuing on and stuff, which was pretty good. Him talking about how he's going to become World Heavyweight Champion, Night of Champions, he got to defeat AJ Styles and all that stuff. And that a change has to be made and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty good one. Go check it out if you have yet. But then we get to the main event. It was a 6-man tag team match. It was Matt Riddle and the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci Imperium in a 6-man tag team match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. Everybody's going at it, but then we get to the ending of this match, which was pretty good spots, where we see Sami Zayn fighting off against Gunther. He hits the Blue Thunder Bomb on the Gunther. He pins him 1, 2. Giovanni Vinci breaks up the pin at the count of 2. Then we see Matt Riddle. He gets taken out, and then we see Kevin Owens. He hits the stunner onto Giovanni Vinci. Ludwig Kaiser grabs Kevin Owens, tosses him out the ring, and then we see Sami Zayn clotheslining Ludwig Kaiser over the top rope and stuff, taking him out. And then Gunther locks on the sleeper hold onto Sami Zayn. Looks like Sami Zayn's about to pass out and stuff, and he's on top of Sami Zayn. And then we see Matt Riddle jump off the top turnbuckle with floating bro on top of Gunther on the back of the head, pretty much breaking up the submission hold. Gunther rolls over there to the corner. Giovanni Vinci tags himself in. And then we see Sami Zayn hit the exploder suplex on the Giovanni Vinci in the corner. He goes over there to one side of the corner, about to hit the Helluva kick onto Giovanni Vinci. But then Gunther starts grabbing Sami Zayn's foot. And then that's when Kevin Owens comes up hitting a super kick on Gunther. And then Matt Riddle hits a jumping knee to the face onto Gunther and then grabs him and throws him across the announce table and stuff. And then we see Giovanni Vinci coming up, hitting multiple clotheslines onto Sami Zayn. And then he runs back to the corner. Sami Zayn pops up right behind him with a Helluva kick onto Vinci. He tags in Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with a swanton bomb onto Vinci, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle defeated Imperium tonight in a 6-man tag team match. That's what happened. Pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good 6-man tag team match. That was match of the night right there. But then after that, we see Cody Rhodes backstage in the locker room and stuff, and then Triple H enters the locker room and he wants to talk to Cody Rhodes, and he's pretty much trying to talk Cody Rhodes into not doing the match against Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. And Cody Rhodes is like, no, I'm going to do the match at Night of Champions. You know how much I want to go after Brock Lesnar. I'm going to go after him, beat him at Night of Champions and all that stuff. And Triple H was like, you don't got nothing else to prove. You proved a lot. I know you're tough. We've seen you with the torn pack entering into Hell in a Cell, facing Seth Rollins and all that stuff. So we know you're tough. You don't got nothing to prove. And Cody Rhodes is like, I don't care. I still want to go face Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. And then both of them sat back down. Triple H pats him on the back and just walks away. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good episode. So yeah, that's what I'll give tonight's episode of Raw. This is the go home show for Night of Champions. But yeah, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for this Friday's Friday Night SmackDown reviews, this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite, and yeah, Night of Champions will be on Saturday. I'll be talking about that, and I'll be doing my Night of Champions predictions sometime this week. So yeah, look out for that as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.